Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through the steps I do when I meal prep. I plan my meals, of course, go grocery shopping, and prep my food for the week. If that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. So guys, just getting started with my process right now. I am writing down meal ideas. I just take a mental inventory of what's left over and what I would like to try for the upcoming week. Usually Pinterest is definitely my inspiration. But before I go any further, I really want to give a shout out to the channel Magnolia and Pine. She's a stay-at-home mom of 3 boys, and she meal preps and meals plan to a T. She is such an inspiration of mine, so I just wanted to put that in there before I went on further, you guys. So here's my grocery haul. I'm not going to go into it in detail. We needed quite a bit. We were definitely down to some bare cupboards and some bare shelves in the refrigerator. I went to Walmart just recently. That had just been doing the best for us as far as prices. The commissary is definitely a decent place and an awesome place for meats. But just overall for everything we needed, I decided to go to Walmart. So starting out guys here with the meal prep, this is my little setup that I do before I start. It just moves things along a little bit. One of the comments on my last meal prep video was that I had an assembly line, which is kind of true. I just take out things that I know I'm going to need, these gallon like size bags for marinades and things of that nature. This time I'll be doing a meat marinara sauce, so I have that out. I have some marinade for Greek chicken that I'm doing, some seasoning for Cajun chicken, and some diced onions, tomatoes, and peppers because I use those in staples in most of my meal prep. Most of the seasonings that I use on a regular basis, and just having that out there just helps the process go a little bit faster so I don't have to be digging for things individually. And of course, my meal planner and the grocery list, I have it right there just to keep all of those meals that I want to do and the recipes in mind. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a side of beans. Later on this week, I do plan on having enchiladas or tacos, and I'm going to prep the side. We'll be having black beans. And so this is super easy to freeze and for me to take out and just throw in the pan and reheat. So what I'm doing is I just put a little bit of canola oil at the bottom of the pan. If you guys are interested in the recipes, I am going to put them down in the bottom. Not much will be exact because I just cook by sight, but I will definitely have a generalization of what I do. So I sauteed some onions and peppers and garlic first, and then I threw the beans in, rinsed of course. I used about a half a cup of chicken broth and a half a cup of water. And I put a ton of different seasonings in, you guys. I use cumin, garlic, onion, pepper. I found this new seasoning recently. I'm going to show you right here. That's pinto bean seasoning, which I have used in all beans, not just my pintos, and it's really good. And what I'm going to do is just stir this up and put it on a really low heat and let it simmer for at the bare minimum 30 to 45 minutes, even longer, just so the flavors can all, get together. So now I'm going to start on my spaghetti sauce. This is an easy meal to freeze. I don't do my starches. I don't freeze or cook my starches. They just don't tend to reheat well. But I am just going to do the meat marinara sauce. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about that. I know a lot of mamas, when you all do spaghetti, you don't add meat, but I always grew up with meat in my spaghetti sauce. Like until I became an adult, I didn't know that that was not a thing. So you guys let me know how your families do it. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is just adding some garlic and some onion to that back pan so that they can saute a little bit, and I can get ready to throw in the diced tomatoes and start making my marinara sauce. I definitely use spaghetti sauce out of a can, but I always doctor it up. Moving on to my meats, what I'm going to do first is make patties for hamburgers. Now in here I have already put some chopped up onions, green peppers, garlic, as well as salt, pepper, and other different seasonings. And also an egg. I find that putting an egg in it keeps the burgers moist when I cook them. So I have all of that in here with my ground beef, and I'm going to form up some patties. So next, what I'm going to do after I finish wrapping this and putting it in the freezer, I'm going to move on to the chicken meals. And the first one that I'm going to do is the Greek marinated chicken. Now, I got this recipe off of Pinterest, and what you'll see here, those big old chunks are just some lemons. And I felt that if I left them in there, it would just marinate a lot better. I only had one lemon. I actually needed more, but I felt by leaving the actual lemon in there, then that would make up for not having enough lemon juice. So this next meal is a Cajun chicken that I'm seasoning. I plan to make a creamy fettuccine sauce with it, but for now I'm just doing the meat, and I poured in the Cajun seasoning. I will, as I said before, put a recipe down in the description box. I found it on Pinterest, and so I'm just putting it in the freezer bag and just wrapping it. And I just like to have them double wrapped whenever they're in plastic if I can. It's not the highest quality. I got the gallon bags from the dollar store, so just a little extra foil doesn't hurt. So right now I have some noodles that I prepared, and those are just for tomorrow. I won't be freezing them. I plan on making chili mac. Even if you meal prep just a day in advance, it really does help out your time around the house. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic where you meal prep for a month or make 10 or 15 different meals, but just even one or two throughout the day to help you throughout the week is a really good idea. So guys, here we are at the end of my video. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And now on to my favorite part of meal prepping, the end and cleanup. You all have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.